Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. T.J. Watt leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A big hit there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second and 11. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Derrick Henry muscle his way through a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Younghoe Koo.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Roberts on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep
the offense for the AFC set to go now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll run with Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 32 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Rodgers. And the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Rodgers lost the football. And I think the AFC came up with that. They did. AFC football.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6 points.
The AFC will line up.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place. But in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now, and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets. Double zone. Man, you name it, make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.